Welcome into Upperman High School in Baxter, Tennessee, the site of this Region 4 3A girls quarterfinal matchup between the Central Magnet Lady Tigers and the Upperman Lady Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Thrilled to be joined by my friend Jeremy Tollison, the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us this evening. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. And as we sit just a couple of minutes away from tip-off, Jeremy, region tournament action is here. Back-to-back elimination games. The intensity level ratchets up even more as you face a new opponent tonight. It's the last day of February. It's the region tournament. The Upperman Lady Bees are on the floor. They're a favorite in the game. Central Magnet knows it. The Lady Tigers going to have to bring their best if they want to knock off this team tonight.
Yeah, they are, and it's going to be a tall task for Central Magnet. Now, I was standing down on the court just a few minutes ago. This team is long. This team is tall, and obviously, they want to try to use their size to their advantage. So, let's really pay attention to plays in the paint, rebounding, things of that nature. But they've got to defend the three or they're in trouble.
This is the Crouch Team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show as we are live on the main UCR YouTube channel and on the NFHS network this evening. Wherever you're watching around the world, we welcome you in to the Hive in Baxter. One of 4 games to choose from across the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network tonight. Over on UCR 3, Livingston Academy in this region tournament taking on Tullahoma. On UCR 2 tonight, it's the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers hosting Oakland. And on the main UCR Facebook page, it's Pickett County hosting Knowledge Academies. Here we are as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Central Magnet with a record of 10 victories and 21 losses. They're the 3 seed out of District 8 AAA, coming off a 53-50 victory against Lawrence County. Their opponents, the Upperman Lady Bees, are 24-7 on the campaign. They are number 2 out of the District 7 AAA tournament, runners-up to the White County Warriorettes in a hard-fought championship game, 32-26. Sparta gets those Lawrence County Lady Wildcats tonight. They're being streamed over by our friends on Warrior Media. You can watch a whole lot of basketball tonight, no matter who you're a fan of in the Upper Cumberland. When we come back with the tee-up starting lineups and all the action, it's win or go home in the region tournament tonight. Coverage of this game presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate, and you're watching it all on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only conservator auction of this property in Jamestown, boasting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with 2,000 square feet of living area on 2.5 acres. Don't miss your opportunity to bid. You can bid on this home and quality personal property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding in this online-only auction ends on Thursday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. It's time for the tee-up starting lineups as the Central Magnet Lady Tigers take on the Upperman Lady Bees. First, for the visiting Murfreesboro Central Magnet Lady Tigers with a record of 10 victories and 21 losses. They are the 3 seed out of District 8 AAA. Starting for them tonight, number 1, Leah Reyes. Number 11, Bethany Jackson. Number 21, Clara Johnson. Number 23, Julia Steibel. And number 30, Madison Stanley. Their opponents tonight, the Upperman Lady Bees and her head coach Dana McWilliams in her 31st season in Baxter. They are the number 2 seed out of the District 7 AAA tournament with a record of 24 victories and 7 losses. Starting for the Lady Bees, number 1, Cora Bass. Number 11, Sadie South. Number 12, Taylor Delenti. Number 22, Gracie Butler. And number 23, Maggie Butler. The Lady Tigers is their 4th straight region tournament appearance. Their opponents, on the other hand, this is their 11th consecutive region tournament appearance. They have won 10 straight region quarterfinal matchups, looking to run it to 11 here tonight against Murfreesboro Central Magnet out of Rutherford County. I'm Noah McKay. He's Jeremy Tollison. That's Madison McKay. We sure are glad that you're with us here on the UCR YouTube channel and on the NFHS network. If you can comment, let us know where you are, where you're watching from, and who you're cheering for. The Lady Bees trying to go on another run and get their 8th trip to the state tournament in the last decade.
Hey, Noah, real quick, can I give you a score update for anybody wondering?
Yeah, on the EJ's
Crazy
Barn
nights.
scoreboard.
Bradley Central started the 4th quarter, beating McMinn County 114-20.
Bradley Central, one of the top 5 teams in the nation. Upperman in their throwback uniforms tonight as the lead official throws it up. Let's get it on. The Lady Tigers possess the tip, and Reyes will bring it into the front court. She'll send it over to Madison Stanley. That's who had Dana McWilliams' attention. Alongside some of these other Lady Tigers, Upperman very much respects their opponent tonight. They expect them to be and think they are a lot better than their 10-21 record would indicate. Central Magnet has it. Upperman starts in their man-to-man. Leah Reyes sends it over left side for Stanley. Madison Stanley against the man-to-man set for the Lady Bees. Stanley drives in, throws up the shot. No offensive rebound. The putback won't go, and it comes down to Taylor Delenti, who's looking to run the floor. Quickly ahead, Sadie South, back to Delenti. Thought about the 3, instead puts it down. Now Gracie Butler flips back to her twin Maggie. Her 3, no, rebound down. South tips it. Stanley comes away, he's looking to run the floor. Stanley with 3 different Lady Bees around her. It's going to be saved by Maggie Butler off of Stanley and back to Upperman 51 seconds in.
Yeah, so far we're noticing the rebounding of Central Magnet. Slight advantage on a couple of quick rebounds, but the speed so far for Upperman is really going to offset that.
That's an area Upperman thinks they have a big advantage in this game with their speed at all 5 positions, especially when it's this 5 in as Cora Bass drives, sends out to Maggie Butler. If they get in that rebounding trouble, expect number 50, Ella Harrell, to check into the game and try to neutralize that. 6:50 to play in the first quarter, just getting started. Cora Bass bobbles, gets through. Central Magnet starts man-to-man. They play a lot of 2-3 zone. Sadie South finds Maggie Butler. Maggie gives over to Bass. The senior point guard lost her footing. Able to keep her dribble. Gives off to Maggie Butler, who drives all the way in. Big collision and a block. Maggie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. The first foul of the game goes on Clara Johnson.
coach from Central Magnet did not like that call, but she just wasn't there on time. She jumps in front of the shooter. It's an easy call.
First one for Maggie Butler is good, and the Lady Bees had the first points of the evening. 4 games in this region tonight. White County hosting Lawrence County. Upperman, of course, here tonight against Central Magnet as Maggie Butler misses the second. Cumberland County at Franklin County, and Livingston Academy at Tullahoma tonight. Then the tournament will move to Cookeville in Putnam County, which is good for us. We don't have to go to Tullahoma 8 times. Stanley with a step-back 3, no good. Maggie Butler on her backside, able to grab the board, and here come the Lady Bees in transition. Cora Bass gives to Sadie South. Deep 3 on the way, no. South with her first scoreless game of the season against White County. Sparta sold out to slow down the sophomore shooter. Only got a couple of looks in the game. Almost nobody scored in that game, though, with how low scoring it was, as Stanley gets another offensive rebound for Central. Her turnaround and the foul, as Gracie Butler will pick up her first, team's first, and a chance for Central at the line in the form of Madison Stanley.
Yes, so far the size of Central Magnet seems to be playing in their favor. I expect to see Harrell a little sooner than later.
First one for Stanley is good, and we are tied very early on in this contest. Central, no doubt, an underdog on paper. They got to turn this into a 4-quarter game, as the second one is no good, and it's the first missed free throw against the Lady Bees in over a game, because White County went 16 of 16 in that championship game. Half their points at the free throw line. An unbelievable shooting display by the Warriorettes.
Well, White County needed every one of those.
They did in that game, and Upperman struggled at the line. It was the difference as Delenti puts it on the hardwood here. Defender steps to her. Delenti looking for an outlet. Spins it back looking for Bass, and that'll be a turnover as it goes back the other way on a backcourt violation. The Central fans who have made the trip love the start for them. It's 1-1, 5:27 into the contest. Theoretically, the 2-3 games should be the best games on the board. It doesn't always play out that way. As Stanley has it, will give off. Then an up-and-down run through the district for Central Magnet. Despite the overall record, they were 4-7, but they split with Franklin County, who ended up winning the district in the regular season. So they beat Lawrence County, as we mentioned, who was above 500 as a team. It's been a little bit inconsistent at times through their season, but now it's a 1-game season. Maggie Butler up in the grill on defense of Julia Steibel. Steibel now picks up her dribble. Got to find an outlet. Running out of time. Now she does not. A 5-second violation. Possession back to the Lady Bees. And there goes Ella Harrell, the senior, who really kept her team in the ball game in that championship game against White County. She has been gigantic off the bench all season long for the Lady Bees. A true post presence in the low block. And it's going to be on Julia Steibel to try and slow her down for Central Magnet. Cora Bass picks up, and now another miscommunication, and that's going to send Ava Mae Allen to the table, the senior point guard off the bench here for the Lady Bees. And Dana McWilliams not happy. She wants 30 seconds to talk about things.
Quick scoreboard update from Tullahoma 3 minutes ago in the first quarter. It is 10-10.
Livingston Academy and Tullahoma knotted up at 10 on the EJ's Barn scoreboard. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Sloppy start for the Lady Bees, and we're in a stalemate at 1-1.
Top of the first.
Exactly right.
2 outs, top of the first.
Both teams trying to kind of feel each other out here early on, but Upperman just kind of lackadaisical with the basketball, quite frankly, in the half court. A couple of uncharacteristic turnovers.
Runner on second base.
Baseball starts on Monday. I got no clue how we're going to cover it, but we're going to make do for the first couple of weeks. And then it'll be very simple for us to cover it as basketball winds down. Upperman into the full court press for the first time. Stanley with it in the half court. She surveys, and now they're into the 2-3 zone of death. Let's see if Central Magnet can try and solve it better than most teams have for the last 31 years. As Bethany Jackson gives over right side for Leah Reyes. Reyes back to Jackson. Now Stanley going to drive inside on Harrell. Shot no. Rebound tipped. And Gracie Butler out like a freight train.
With a good move like that, she has got to finish that shot to give them a chance.
The Amtrak has left the station. It's Gracie Butler. Her shot won't go, but Ella Harrell takes out the trash for the first field goal of the ball game. 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Upperman leads 3-1. Stanley with it as they try to break the press. Jackson with it. Decent contingent of students here beneath us. Speaking of baseball, I see a lot of the baseball players here, some of the softball players as well. Some of their teammates on the floor. The Bees in action tomorrow against Lawrence County, right back here at 7 o'clock. Same place you're watching this game, you can watch that one. And again, perimeter passing for Central, trying to move around this zone. They'll dump it into the corner. 3:18 to go in the first quarter. Jackson has it. She sends left side, 3-ball on the way, kind of sidearm, no good. Nearly missed everything. Delenti comes ahead. Delenti back to Gracie Butler. Now right side for South. They're face guarding Ella Harrell on the low block. Harrell pivots around, gets it, and puts it in with the left hand. Ella Harrell with 4 early on, and it's 5-1.
That looked like a Brett Favre fastball in the window.
Now ahead Stanley, dumps it over to Steibel. Her shot, good. That's how you break the press of your Central Magnet. Steibel with the lay-in. It's 5-3. We got a scoreboard update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard at our next stoppage as Allen gives off to Delenti. Now right side, Allen, Delenti. Sadie South is wide open for a 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped up into the air, out of play, and it'll go to Central.
Yeah, Pickett County having no trouble thus far, up 27-2 with 2:30 left in the first quarter.
And another score update just coming in from Cookeville.
8-0 Cookeville early.
2:26 to go as Sadie South will check out. Maggie Butler back in. Gracie Butler tips that one out of play. 5-3 the score. Upperman leads over Central. Reyes and Jackson tossing back and forth. They got the 2 on the last possession, able to break the press quickly. This time Upperman gets back, diving on the floor, loose ball. Jackson has it over to Steibel. Her mid-range pull-up's too strong. Rebounded by Delenti. And now the junior guard, Taylor Delenti, pushing the pace. Sends over to Gracie Butler. Butler back to Maggie. Now Delenti. Harrell again posting up Steibel on a low block. Right side Gracie. Surveys Delenti. Gonna put it down. Delenti drives and kicks out to Maggie. Now Ava May. Allen right side for Gracie. Back to Delenti. Back to Gracie. Delenti again. Lines up the deep tray. That's no good. Another offensive rebound for Harrell. Her put back in the foul. Julia Steibel picks up her first, team second, and Ella Harrell goes to the line to shoot 2. At the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, Upperman 3 open threes in this quarter that have not gone. Central loves to see that, as the first one is good for Ella Harrell.
Noah Stradamus made an early call with Harrell being able to hold her own in the paint, and although Central Magnet's got this size, they have no answer for Harrell in the paint.
Ella Harrell 2 for 2 off the bench. She's got 6 points already. Upperman leads 7-3. Johnson with it as they go back and forth with LaPointe. Now ahead to Stanley. Stanley, you can tell she's got a calm demeanor with the basketball in her hands. Fires it for Johnson. Now back for Jackson. 1:23 to play in the first quarter. Clara Johnson surveys against the 2-3 zone of the Lady Bees. Reyes back to Johnson. Johnson to Reyes. She lines up the triple. That one's on the way. No. Rebound tipped around. Another offensive board. 4th of the quarter for Central Magnet. Second chance for the Lady Tigers. Pass left side now into the corner. Reyes skips it back across for Johnson. Now to Jackson. 58 seconds. Stanley in the mid-range, spins it back. Another 3-ball on the way. Good. Bethany Jackson splashes it home for Central Magnet. They're back within a point at 7-6.
First time they've been able to capitalize on some of these offensive rebounds.
See what Upperman does here with 43 seconds. Typically it's where they hold, but we'll see. Also into their 2-3 is Central Magnet. Allen has it. And will float back, and Upperman is content to try and hold for the final shot here of quarter number 1. No Taylor Delenti on the floor, so who's this shot going to? Maybe the young lady in the corner, Sadie South, the sophomore, or Gracie Butler on a drive. 14 seconds, Ava May Allen draining the clock. Now she'll go. Maggie back to Ava May Allen. Allen surveys back to Maggie. Now South in the corner. That one tipped out of play with 5.3. Delenti will sprint to the table and check in. She's coming in for Maggie Butler with 5.3 on the clock. It's a 7-6 ball game. Ava Mae Allen, left side for Gracie Butler. 4 seconds. Allen. Now Delenti lines up the 3. That's no good. And at the end of 1, it's Upperman 7, Murfreesboro Central Magnet 6. This is the Region 4 3A tournament presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Welcome back. 7-6 Lady Bees lead as we head into the second quarter. A 3 near the end of the quarter for Bethany Jackson gets Central back within a point. Upperman, 6 points for Ella Harrell off the bench. They got a few open looks from three-point land, couldn't cash them as Gracie Butler goes around the world and finishes it in for 2. First points of the night for number 22 in the throwback, white and gold. Up ahead is Jackson. At the next stop, which we'll have a few score updates. Pickett County's advancing on to the region semis, in case you were wondering, with no resistance at all. LaPointe tries to drive, swiped away by Maggie Butler. A turnover. Here come the Lady Bees again. Cora Bass with it. Sends left side for Gracie Butler. Butler again drives in a foul as Stanley lost positioning and to be called for her first personal. Score updates on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard, Jeremy?
Like you said, Pickett County's up 41-2 at the end of 1. Livingston up 18-13 in the second quarter.
That game's live over on Facebook. Both of them are actually, as Bass gives back for Gracie Butler. She'll drive and kick. Wide open, Sadie South. Is this the one? Not yet. Upperman still can't find a 3. South looking to break the rust.
Magnet just cannot defend the three-point line. It's giving them fits.
They're very fortunate, quite frankly, that Upperman hadn't hit one right now. As Johnson has it here for the Lady Tigers. Upperman into their man-to-man defense. Johnson guarded by South. Now kicks out. Another 3 on the way. This time no good. Another air ball. Rebounded by Maggie Butler. And here comes Cora Bass ahead. Bass gives back to Gracie Butler. Butler surveys. Now finds Delenti. Maggie Butler drives inside. Tied up. Good and 1. Maggie Butler with a tough finish inside, and Upperman with 4 straight to open the quarter. She'll go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. Johnson called for her second personal, team second, and Maggie Butler 1 for 2 at the line so far. Returns, can't convert, but Delenti with the offensive rebound, put back in the foul. Taylor Delenti will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Central Magnet needs to put up the flag, the warning flag, because if they can't grab back control of this thing can get out of hand.
Delenti's first free throw is good, and you know what it is. It's that danger red light. That's
starting
to play her. It's only a 6-point game, but
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The last minute and a half, the flow is totally different.
Dana McWilliams, I've been told, was on the clipboard there in between quarters. This is 2 for 2 at the line. The 800-plus game winner on the bench for the Lady Bees. Now Reyes running away from a trap, sends it ahead to Stanley. Stanley picked up by Gracie Butler. Minute 50 seconds into the second quarter. Upperman has stretched their 1-point lead up to 7. Stanley off a screen. That's a charge. Extended the arm on Gracie Butler, and then she sold it, and possession goes the other way.
A contact made by the offensive player with a forearm. You know, you're just going to get that call 99% of the time.
The Central Magnet fans want a flop. They may not be wrong, but it was also a charge before the flop.
It was also a foul.
Yes, it's 13-6 for Cora Bass. She sends for Maggie Butler, now back to Gracie. Off a screen, Delenti fires it back to Bass. Bass starts to drive, now forced back. Central Magnets change the defense again. They've gone man-to-man. Taylor Delenti wants it. Gracie Butler has it, sends back to Maggie. Maggie going to drive again. Thought about jumping back in the mid-range. Instead gives back to Cora Bass. Now South off a screen. Sadie South fires it back for Gracie Butler. Quick ball movement for the Lady Bees. Tip pass back to Delenti. Delenti off a Bass screen. Back to Maggie. Maggie drives. And a foul. And that is the third on Stanley. Got called for the reach. That's a huge call. The best player for Central Magnet going to be forced out of the game, and Dana McWilliams has to love that. And by the way, they're in the bonus. 2 minutes and 46 seconds into the quarter. Upperman is at the line for the rest of the frame. Maggie Butler to shoot 2, and that's a direct result of the drive game that Upperman started to implement here in the second.
Absolutely, but Stanley has to understand the position she's in with 2 fouls, and just, a reach foul to get your third foul in that situation. She's just got to be more cognizant of where she's at.
Maggie Butler sends 2 through the twine, and all of a sudden, Upperman's opened up the quarter on an 8-0 run. And back in the press, 2 Lady Bees screen each other. That gives free run for Johnson into the half court. Johnson throws it up, and that's going to be tipped. Stays in for Clancy. Clancy off the bench, picked up by Gracie Butler. Her tip pass finds Johnson. South there defensively. Johnson puts it down. Now hands off for Reyes. Reyes gives back to Clancy. She'll drive the lane. Clancy's swiped out by Delenti. It'll stay on this end, and the red light continues to blare for Central Magnet. Down 9 on the road, haven't scored in the first 3:10 of the quarter. Baseline inbound, running out of time. They do get it into Johnson. Now she'll hand off behind her for Jackson. Bethany Jackson hit a big 3 to end the first quarter. That's all Central needs right now. They need a shot to go through to get the momentum back. Johnson resets the 5-second clock. Now tries to drive on South. She'll fire a pass to Jackson. Now back for Clancy. Clancy drives, finds Reyes. Reyes steps it back. Johnson. Now Clancy. Ella Harrell to the table for the Lady Bees. Time ticking away here in the first half. And Central Magnet wants a timeout, and they will take a 30-second timeout on the floor. 4:16 to go in the second quarter. Another score update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard.
Cookeville Lady Cavs up on Oakland 19-8 at the end of the first quarter.
Give that final on that Bradley Central McMinn County game as well.
Bradley Central won by 98 points, 122-24.
When we say Class 4A is done already, Class 4A is done already. Bradley Central's going to win it.
Another quick update. Livingston Lady Wildcats up 23-15, 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
See if we can we'll get it at halftime, the Cumberland County, Franklin County score, because we've been talking for weeks about the potential for a 7 AAA sweep. 3 7 AAA teams have leads right now. We'll let you know about that White County, Lawrence County game as well. Again, that's live with our friends over at Warrior Media. And it's all White County, 27-10, middle of the second quarter there. So, depending on that score that we were talking about between Cumberland County and Franklin County, it's definitely on the board. Still a game here at a 9-point gap. Johnson drives and a foul for a reach, going to be called here on the Lady Bees. It'll be the first foul of the quarter. I think they're going to get Taylor Delenti. They will. It's her first. Baseline inbound coming here for the Lady Tigers. Out of the timeout again. See if they can get something working. That's a dangerous inbounds pass, and they'll turn it over right back. It goes to the Lady Bees with 3:55 to play. Once again, tomorrow night back in this gym, the Upperman Bees, the District 7 AAA champions on a long winning streak. They welcome in the Lawrence County Wildcats. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock. 15-6 is our score, as Cora Bass brings it up. Bass back to Delenti. Harrell posting up. Instead, it's a clear out for Gracie Butler, who finishes it in. That's textbook by the Lady Bees in the half court. The run is up to 10-0.
I'm with you. I thought they were throwing her the ball. Little did I know. Hello.
And if you don't think that's a set play,
absolutely,
it very much is a set play, as Steibel sends over for Turnbow. No relation, I believe, to Branson, as now Gracie Butler ties it up. It's a block, and the possession arrow belongs to Central Magnet. This quarter has been dominated by the Lady Bees so far, 17-6.
And unfortunately for Central Magnet, you can tell their demeanor on the court has shifted a little bit as well. They don't seem as aggressive.
Inbound, finds the target, Jackson. Again, they just need something to go their way, something to go through, as Jackson sends off to Turnbow. Now a bounce left side for Jackson. Upperman, like glue with the man-to-man defense. They played a little 2-3 in the first quarter, but they like the matchups tonight in the man-to-man as Steibel sends back to Reyes. Now Jackson turns inside, shot up at the left hand, no. Harrell with the rebound, here come the Lady Bees again. Cora Bass into the half court, sends it right side to South. South back to Bass, Delenti wide open, puts it down instead, drives and kicks to Sadie South. Her three, cash it. Sadie South with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three. Shooters shoot, and it's a 14-point Lady Bees lead.
And a 14-0 second quarter for the Lady Bees.
2:24 to play in the second quarter. Ava May Allen to the table, and once Sadie South starts hitting them, that usually spells bad news for the opponents. Reyes going to drive and swiped again, another foul. Second of the same form on Delenti in the quarter. Maybe the second team foul as well. Inbound coming here from Jackson as Delenti stays in there with those two fouls. Now Jackson has it again. She'll send off for Johnson. Johnson guarded by the all-defensive team member in the Upper Cumberland, Ava May Allen. Stays in front, now back for Reyes. Turnbow, right side for Bethany Jackson. Now Steibel, 1:53 to play in the second quarter. Central Magnet needs a bucket in the worst way. Now they go left side. The winner of this game gets the winner of Tullahoma and Livingston. Off a screen, a jumper up, no. Harrell with another rebound, and Upperman looking for more. The winner of White County, Lawrence County is South. Open in the corner again. That's no good. Rebound down. Matt Wilson thought it was going through. I heard him from here. Now South with a steal on the other end. Another turnover, and here comes Sadie South in transition. Kicks to Delenti. Now over for Ava May Allen. Allen surveys, tosses it to Gracie Butler. Gracie Butler slices through. Shot too strong. Rebound down, and a chance for Central Magnet to get out and run. Flip pass ahead. Reyes able to tip and keep it in. Now another one. That one's nearly stolen by Gracie Butler. It's loose. South on the floor diving for it, and it's one to Gracie Butler. Lady Bees defense stifling in the second quarter. Left side Delenti. Now back to Allen. 50 seconds to play. And Dana McWilliams wants one shot. Score update on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard. Franklin County leads Cumberland County 14-9. Gracie Butler inside. Forget about one shot. No. Harrell with another offensive rebound. The putback is good. 22-6. Now in favor of the Lady Bees with 27 seconds to play in the half. Jackson loses handle, now repossesses. Jackson fires back to Reyes. Poked by South. Reyes gets it back. 10 seconds. Needs an outlet. Finds it in the form of Reagan Turnbow. 7 seconds. Now Jackson tries to drive on Delenti. Gets inside in the finish. The first points of the quarter come for Bethany Jackson, but a quarter dominated by the Upperman Lady Bees. After two, they lead 22-8 in this region quarterfinal matchup. When we come back, we'll have the Happy Hiller halftime show. And all the third quarter, don't go anywhere. Coverage presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Thompson Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are your one-stop shop for all your dirt machinery and aerial equipment needs. Located at 667 Horace Lewis Road in Cookeville, they are a Caterpillar dealer who rent, sell, service, and provide parts. For rental needs, call Lane at 931-267-6380. And to buy, call Lucas at 931-979-5050. Thompson Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are proud to support student athletes in the Upper Cumberland and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in, Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only conservator auction of this property in Jamestown, boasting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with 2,000 square feet of living area on 2.5 acres. Don't miss your opportunity to bid. You can bid on this home and quality personal property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding in this online-only auction ends on Thursday, March 6th at 10 a.m. Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. A few score updates on the EJ's Barn scoreboard. Livingston Academy leads Tullahoma 23-21 at the half. That's a 1-4 game there. Tullahoma won that district. Livingston, though, getting the short end of the whistle. They've been called for 8 fouls and at least 7 travels. Tullahoma has been called for 1 foul in the first half, and unfortunately, we have a lot of experience going down into that area and seeing similar stories. So the historical precedence is there, but Livingston still does lead by 2. We'll see what the Lady Wildcats can do. Tullahoma's trying to not repeat history. Remember, the Upperman Lady Bees dropped 2 games in the district tournament last year, went there, beat them, and then went on the run to the state championship game, falling just short of Dyersburg. Also on the EJ's Barn scoreboard, Pickett County leads the Hodge Academy 73-7 at halftime. Cookeville leads Oakland 39-19, and here 22-8, Jeremy, and really doesn't even feel that close. The second quarter completely controlled by the Upperman Lady Bees.
Yeah, I think so, and I think basically the tale of the tape for me is that Upperman just didn't hit shots in the first quarter, had open looks, they just didn't fall, and then they kind of start getting rolling, and it just shows that the two teams, the talent level is just totally different. And Upperman, if Upperman plays Upperman basketball, we're going to go home early.
The winner of this game gets the winner of that Livingston-Tullahoma game, so we'll keep a close eye on it. That is maybe the best night of basketball outside of the state tournament all year. The region semifinals coming up on Monday night at Cookeville High School. White County up by 15, 33-18 at the break against Lawrence County. That's over on Warrior Media. The rest of the games that we mentioned is live across the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network tonight. The winner of that White County Lawrence County game gets the winner of the Cumberland County Franklin County game. Do we have an update on that one?
The last update we had was 14-9. Franklin was winning. Don't have any updates since then.
We have 3 games for you tomorrow night to choose from across our network. Back here on YouTube and the NFHS Network, the Upperman Bees hosting the Lawrence County Wildcats. We also have the Cookeville Cavaliers taking on Oakland. How about Cookeville winning the District 7 4A title and have put themselves in a good position to potentially go on a run again in Class 4A. We will also have Pickett County at home against Merrill Hyde. Score update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard from Franklin County. Low-scoring game, but it is Franklin County with a lead over Cumberland County 17-11. So 1 8 AAA team with a lead. Everybody else from 7 AAA out in front at the break. As we get back to action here, if you're Central Magnet, it's a 14-point game. You need a good start to this third quarter, Jeremy.
You do, and obviously it just boils down to me. Things just started going flat when their leader picks up her 3rd foul. And it just, they were at least in it. They were within striking distance, and they just couldn't do anything once she went out.
Yeah, talking about Madison Stanley, who took her 3rd personal foul pretty quickly into the second quarter. As Cora Bass has it here for the Lady Bees, we're back to action. Over to Maggie Butler. Now Gracie Butler. Quick movement here for Upperman. Gracie flips back to Cora Bass. She'll drive and kick to Maggie. Now back Sadie South. She'll send it to Gracie Butler. Butler drives and finds Delenti. Delenti picked up by Stanley. Now back to Maggie. Maggie to Gracie. Gracie Drives inside, throws it up. No, was tied up as Bethany Jackson disrupted, and now Jackson has numbers if she hurries ahead. Sends over to Stanley. She'll drive the lane. Barrels in, no. Blocked by Maggie Butler. Stanley got the rebound, turns around, defender left her, and Madison Stanley gets a 2 for Central Magnet.
And you just see the difference with Stanley in the game.
No question about it, as now it's a 12-point game. Central Magnet with a good start to this third quarter. Cora Bass has it here for the Lady Bees. She sends to Gracie Butler. Now back for Taylor Delente, South, now right side Bass. Delente wide open, lines up the 3, no good. Another missed open tray for the Lady Bees, leaves the door open for the Lady Tigers. Here comes Clara Johnson ahead. Name of the game this time of year, survive and advance. That's all you're trying to do. There's no style points on February 28th.
Win by 1 or 98, whichever one you choose.
What Bradley Central did. Now Stanley. Starts to carry, now loses handle on it. Able to maintain possession. Trying to drive on Gracie Butler. Nice crossover from Morgan Stanley, or Madison Stanley, rather. That's the other, it's a bank.
It's my investment company. Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter. 2
names that start with M. Now a drive and another charge.
Oh.
Madison Stanley just picked up her 4th. It's her 2nd charge. And how about the irony of Gracie Butler taking those 2 charges? Usually been called for him. Maybe that's the next evolution in her game, and Stanley again extends that forearm. It's an easy call for the official.
Absolutely, and her 3rd and 4th fouls are things that she could have avoided.
And now she's going to stay in the game because
they have no choice.
They have no choice. That's the only time their offense has done anything. Now a back cut for Bass. Kicks out Gracie Butler. Lines up the triple, way too strong. Rebound. Great box out there from Clara Johnson. And it goes back to Central Magnet. Ella Harrell to the table will check in. And Stanley will check out for LaPointe coming back in for Central Magnet. Slow start offensively for the Lady Bees to this third quarter. 22-10 the score. And Johnson's got to start moving forward. She'll skip pass ahead for Reyes. Now that one intercepted. Maggie Butler picks it off, and now the Lady Bees bring it the other way. Delente ahead. Skips it across to South. Now Delente. Back to Bass. Tonight's broadcast presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. She's in the building as she always is, right behind the scorer's table. We so appreciate her. Harrell inside, tips it to herself, adjusts, and finishes. 10 for Ella Harrell in the ball game. And how about in her senior season, the way Ella Harrell has burst onto the scene. 5:10 to go in the third quarter, back to a 14-point game. Reyes with it right side. She'll send back to Jackson. Now over for Johnson. Jackson, back and forth. Central's got to find some room to operate. They need a bucket. Reyes passes inside Steibel from the free throw line. Resets to Johnson. 3-ball on the way. That's no good. Another board for Maggie Butler, who's out and running.
They obviously cannot kill 30 seconds and then come out empty.
And you can tell they're going to the standard things to beat a 2-3 zone. But this ain't your mama's 2-3 zone. It's Dana McWilliams. Now Harrell inside again with the finish. The feed from South and the 2 from Harrell. And Upperman's opened up a 16-point lead. That's why we always say looks like a 2-3 but doesn't feel like a 2-3 as Cora Bass picks up a hand check. Her first, team's first. Steibel will get a breather. Reagan Turnbow checks in. And you got to wonder here, how long does Madison Stanley stay on the bench with 4 fouls? Because, again, when she checked out of the game, Upperman's just been having their way as they send left side for Johnson. Really, on both sides of the ball, they're so much better with Stanley on the floor. 3-ball on the way. That helped, but it's no good. Harrell with another rebound. Delente says no as Maggie Butler ran the floor but didn't have an angle. Cora Bass to Maggie Butler. Back to Bass. Now Maggie. Left side Delente. Now Maggie. Back to Bass. 3:44 to play. Upperman's lead is 16. And now they can stand here for 3:38 if they so choose, but I don't think they will. South, back to Delente. Left side Bass. What are they trying to get open? That's it. Sadie South, wide open. Her 3 won't go. Rebound, Maggie Butler saves it for the Lady Bees. Back to her. Now Bass going to drive and kick to Maggie. A little bit off balance. She gives to Bass.
Central Magnet has got to force the situation.
Now South in the corner. One dribble, skips it to nobody, and there's the turnover back to Central Magnet with 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Ava Mae Allen, Gracie Butler in for Sadie South and Cora Bass. 10 points in 21 minutes of game time for Central Magnet tonight. LaPointe has it. Now tiptoeing and barely able to save it is Bethany Jackson. Turnaround shot. The bank is in. Bank shot for Reagan Turnbow. Gets them back within 14. Allen to a wide open Delenti. Back to Allen. Delenti again. Allen. Gonna dribble it left wing. Starts to drive. Delenti. They're leaving way too much space for Taylor Delenti, Jeremy.
I agree.
There it is. Triggers the three. She got it. Nothing but net. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti. And that's just too easy for her. 29-12. The largest lead of the game for the Lady Bees. Quickly ahead here, Central. Maggie Butler back on defense. Another steal. This time it's Gracie. Gracie Butler out and running in transition. Has it poked from her by Jackson, and it'll go back the other way. Now Jackson, swipe back by Delenti. Chaos, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Central Magnet. A score update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard.
Quick update, 4:38 left in the third quarter. Tullahoma 29, Livingston Lady Wildcats 28.
Sadie South to the table a little bit late, so a dogfight there in the 1-4 game. The District 8 champs getting a fight from the 4 seed out of 7 AAA. 29-12 the score here. 1:45 to play in the third. Deep three on the way and banked it in. Clara Johnson hit the backboard at 50 miles an hour and it went through. The bank's open late on a Friday night in Putnam County. Delenti on the other end puts it on the deck. She'll drive and kick. Back to Gracie Butler. Delenti, now Allen. Right side, Gracie Butler. Delenti to Allen. Delenti, another three ball. Too strong, long rebound down. Reyes has it, and a chance for Central. Down by 14 here on the road. Dana McWilliams not happy on her sideline, despite the 14-point advantage. Bass and South back at the table for the Lady Bees. Reyes with it as Upperman's into the 2-3. Into the corner, wide open. Another air ball, rebounded by Maggie Butler. Ahead to Gracie. Gracie finds Delenti. Steps through, has it poked from her, gets it back. Now Gracie Butler. Gonna drive. Needs an outlet, finds it with her twin Maggie. Now back to Gracie. Delenti in the corner. Open three. No good. Another missed open look for the Lady Bees, who could be up 25-plus points right now. Another steal for Maggie Butler. Numbers for her. Over to Gracie inside. Swiped out of her hands and out of play. Back to Central Magnet. 26 seconds to go. Here in this third quarter, Central Magnet with the ball and a chance to build momentum as we move ahead. .23 seconds left for Johnson. They hit a big shot at the end of the second quarter to get back within 14. Now they're down 14 still. That pass finds the target. Three ball on the way and good. Clara Johnson with another buzzer beater for Central. That shot's too late, and it's an 11-point game as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Coverage of this game presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
29-18, Upperman with the lead, but Central Magnet with a couple of threes in the third quarter have cut a 17-point deficit down to 11. They have the basketball. I'm Noah McKay. That's Jeremy Tollison. That's Madison McKay. Happy to be along with you. Lady Tigers ball here in the half court. Madison Stanley still out of the game with 4 fouls. But they've been able to claw back within striking distance, and now a foul on Maggie Butler for a push. It'll be her first, team's first. And Upperman, the defense has been really good. The offense, they've missed a whole bunch of easy ones this evening. They've left the door open for their opponent. The question is, can Central Magnet get it interesting as Gracie Butler has another steal, and now she's out and running in a foot race. Butler puts it up and blocked out of play. It'll stay with the Lady Bees. The Upperman fans want a foul. They don't get it. They got a pretty good argument, but it'll be their basketball underneath the net. Cora Bass to inbound. Finds Delenti open. Is this the one? Nope, another missed open look, but Cora Bass tipped the rebound to herself. Now Gracie Butler back to Bass. Butler, Bass. 7:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Upperman looking to make it 11 straight region semifinal appearances. Kick out south. Now Bass lines up the three. No good. Another rebound fought for, and this time Bethany Jackson wins it for Central Magnet. Stanley to the table as Jackson drives all the way in. Now finds Steibel. Steibel off a screen, blocked out of her hands by Gracie Butler. Then South tipped the rebound to Bass. Nifty move for Cora Bass in transition. Back to Maggie Butler. Over to Gracie. Gracie drives and kicks to Bass. Back to Maggie. Now Delenti. South wide open. Back to Delenti. Bass. Take your pick of who's going to shoot it. With the shots not going, everybody seems a little bit gun shy right now for the Lady Bees. 6.5 to play in the ball game. Bass. Delenti. South. Delenti. She'll line it up. The junior. No. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Maggie Butler. She needs an outlet. Finds it in the form of Cora Bass. Score update, Sparta with an 18-point lead over Lawrence County. Gracie Butler steps through, right-hand shot, no, another missed. Easy one for the Lady Bees. And a chance for Central Magnet again to cut it to single digits, and a timeout called by them. Upperman's not playing well right now, Jeremy. They're up 11, but they're just not playing well.
Well, it's just the tale of a couple of, the first quarter they didn't play as well as they wanted to. Second quarter, holy cow, the whole Harlem Globetrotters came here and played the second quarter. And then, since then, it's just been kind of flat again, similar to the first quarter. So, hey, give Central Magnet credit.
Yep.
It's one of those things where you just kind of hang in here, and it's, hey, get this thing to single digits in this possession. If you're Central Magnet and you come in this gym and you go, listen, fourth quarter, get me within a couple of possessions and let's play a basketball game and see what happens, sign me up.
Nobody scored so far here in this fourth quarter. We're at the exact same point we were 2 minutes and 7 seconds ago, and it gives me an opportunity to remind you, parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a time out to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk. They hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. 5:53 to go in the ball game. Upperman's lead is still 11 at 29-18. They've led by as many as 17. The winner gets the winner of Livingston and Tullahoma on Monday night at Cookeville High School in the region semis. You win that game, you're into sub-state and into the region championship game. Clara Johnson with it here as Upperman's, I believe, going to go into the man-to-man.
Big possession in this ball game right here.
And now a turnover. Another steal for the Lady Bees. They have a ton of those this evening. Their defense has been very good. Kick to South. Open three. Good. Sadie South her third. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 of the game. 5.5 to go. Back to a 14-point Upperman advantage. Johnson with it. And we got a score update on the EJ's Barn scoreboard as they're possessing on the outside.
Start of the fourth quarter, Livingston winning 34-30.
It's against Tullahoma tonight at Tullahoma. 5 minutes to go in the ball game here. Stanley got to find somewhere to go. Time ticking away here on Central Magnet as they try to save their season and pull the upset tonight. Johnson from the free throw line. Up, no. Rebound down. Gracie Butler just barrels her way to grab. Now methodically bringing it up the floor. She picks up and sends it back to Maggie. Delenti's wide open. There's the pass to her. Lines it up. No good. Another offensive rebound. Gracie Butler behind the back. No. Rebound punched. And a chance the other way for Central. Ahead comes Jackson. She'll send it over to Steibel. Steibel tries to drive on Butler. Lowers the shoulder. Big collision and a foul is called. Maggie Butler going to pick up her second. And a trip to the line here to shoot two for Julia Steibel.
I believe the official let Butler go with a little contact. Probably could have had a foul a little bit sooner than that, trying to let them play through the play and then puts her on the line, which puts shots up.
Steibel's first one is good. Got the friendly roll. 3 points tonight for Julia Steibel. Ella Harrell back into the game. She has been sensational. Stick around postgame for the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. She has 12 points tonight. Next one for Steibel, no good. Fight for the rebound, and she's out of bounds. Nope, it's a jump ball. Possession goes back the other way to Upperman. Was she not standing out of bounds there?
Yeah, from this look, it looked like she may have. I don't know if she had her tied up before she stepped out of bounds.
4:19 to play. Back for Delenti. Now Bass, as Central shows a little bit of pressure. And they call a backcourt violation. And Dana McWilliams is not happy because that is a bad call. We got a really good view on that one. That's definitely not a backcourt violation.
Yeah, you know, let's talk about what requires for it to be a backcourt violation is all 3 points, both feet and the basketball have to go across. And then if either one of the three comes back, then it's a backcourt violation. I didn't see one of the feet get across.
The ball didn't come across and her right foot didn't come across. We have an angle on it because we have instant replay. They don't have that down there. That's a big call in a 13-point game. Yeah, not even remotely close. The ball never crossed the line and neither did Cora Bass's right foot. That's a huge break for Central Magnet as they're going to get the ball back down 13 with a chance to cut it to 10.
And just like with any game, if you feel as though you get a break, you got to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what the situation, if it's a turnover or whatever the case, if it's a call, you know, you have to take that and go hit a three-pointer and take any opportunity you can and just capitalize on it.
32-19. Whew. Dana McWilliams probably going to be glad she didn't get teed up when she goes back and watches that replay because if she saw it, she would have. And ahead comes Reyes for Central Magnet, looking to capitalize. Jackson bounces it left side for Steibel. Now Stanley over to Reyes into the low block. Steibel. Ella Harrell says not today. Not sure what the Central Magnet fans want, especially considering they shouldn't have this basketball right now. Jackson hands off to Reyes. Now Steibel. That one going to be grabbed. Stanley. Step back three. No good. Long rebound down. Steibel has it. She'll put it on the deck. Steibel kicks into the corner. 3.5 to play. A 13-point Lady Bees lead. Now Johnson. Crosses over on Bass. Gets a screen. Loses handle. Able to regather. Now that pass tipped by Cora Bass and she steals it away. Another turnover forced by the Lady Bee defense. Bass to South for two. Good. 11 for Sadie South. How about the bounce back for her after the tough matchup in the region title game? And now Reyes has it down 15. Got to credit Upperman. They put that one in the rearview mirror and came out ready to play defense. And now Reyes with it. Now Central starting to need a miracle. Hands off Stanley. Score up down the EJ's Barn scoreboard. Livingston Academy's pulling away. They're up 11 on Tullahoma. Stanley inside. Great hezzy, but can't finish. Got her own rebound and puts it back in.
Yeah, Magnet just can't take 15 or 18 or 20 seconds to try to get a shot off.
Bass sends it ahead to Delenti. Now back to Bass. Got to get it across the line. She does. Now Delenti into Gracie Butler. Across to Harrell. What a feed. And the easy lay for Ella Harrell. 2:18 to go. The Lady Bees closing in on 11 straight region semifinals. A steal for Taylor Delenti. That's your dagger. Taylor Delenti with the 2. Dana McWilliams smells blood in the water. She wants more pressure. Reyes tries to cross over south. Now fires a pass ahead. It finds Johnson. She steps into the 3. That's no good. Rebound to Steibel for the easy putback 2. Timeout called by Central Magnet, but it's too little too late at this point. A 15-point advantage for the Lady Bees. And we talked about it, Jeremy, there in that last timeout, or a couple timeouts ago. Upperman hasn't played their best game tonight, but they've gone into closer mode now and have stretched the lead again to a comfortable spot.
Absolutely, and I just think it just boils down to they understand that their opponent is not at their caliber. I mean, it just is what it is. That's not a knock on Central Magnet. It just is what it is. And kind of flat to start the game and then realize, hey, we're better than they are, go on a big run. Similar in the third quarter, early fourth quarter. Play a little flat, even though they're playing flat with a 12 to 14-point lead. Play a little flat, and then they decide, hey, we're going to end this thing.
Score up down the EJ's Barn scoreboard. 5:23 to play. White County leads Lawrence County 63 to 39. The Warriorettes rolling into the region semis once again.
Trying to get an update on Cumberland County and Franklin,
Yeah,
but I don't have anything past halftime.
Let's see if that one's over on NFHS Network tonight. Regardless, 1:53 to play here. It's Upperman basketball after the 2 for Steibel. And for Central Magnet, you're playing for your season, so you're going to put everything out there you can. See if they foul or not. As Bass tries to bring it up, she tiptoes the out-of-bounds line, flips it ahead to Gracie Butler. Gracie kicks back to a wide-open Sadie South, and they're killing the clock. Delenti back to Bass. Now Butler, Delenti, back to Bass. She'll line up the 3. No good. Rebound tipped. Harrell has it. Turns around. Can't finish. Was going for a career high. She's up to 14 points. Central Magnet with the basketball. 1:22 to go. 3 ball on the way. That one pops out. No. Delenti with the rebound. Out of bounds, so it'll stay with Central Magnet. She couldn't stay in. And Steibel runs to the table. She'll check in. LaPointe checks out. Baseline inbound coming in a 15-point game, 1:17 to play. Into the corner, Clancy. Loses handle on it, goes back to regather. The seniors are about to check in and get a send-off here, potentially, as Butler swats it out of play. Upperman certainly hopes to be back here for one more game, but to do it, they'll have to win this region tournament. And you're going to have the seniors on the floor here to close it out with 1:07 to go as Auburn, Johnson, Sierra Nash, and Ava Mae Allen check into the game here in the Hive.
And I know this is a 15-point game, but it doesn't feel like a 15-point game.
Reyes sends left side. 3 ball on the way. That one's no good. Ella Harrell with another rebound. She may be sniffing a double-double tonight. And now they're going to foul, potentially. Cora Bass has it. She sends it over to Sierra Nash. The bench wants her to shoot it. She won't. And now Bethany Jackson got her money's worth on that one. Ava Mae Allen is fouled on that one. It's just the first team foul against Franklin or against Central Magnet, and we really don't need to play the foul game at this point. Bass has it. Bass works around a trap, bounces it for Nash. Nash in the corner. And Dana McWilliams calls timeout with 43 seconds to go in the ball game. Again, a huge thank you to Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. You see our information on the screen, 931-979-7145, for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's game. She'll be the presenting sponsor of tomorrow's game. And every game, as long as Upperman's playing basketball this year, we so appreciate her continued sponsorship. It'll be interesting to see if Franklin County does intentionally foul or they just trap. There's just not enough time left at this point to do anything.
Central Magnet. We've given so many scoreboard updates. I have to give you a pass.
Central Magnet.
Because we have mentioned about 418
I'm trying. There's
schools.
so many games we're trying to keep
Absolutely.
straight. My apologies, Murfreesboro.
But I also
Central
have
Magnet.
to call you out.
You do. No,
Thank you.
You're right. I
Love
caught
you.
myself earlier, and
Love
then I
you,
did
brother.
it again. Yeah. The second time, I can't save myself as Bass gives over to Allen against Central Magnet. Now Auburn Johnson. Johnson back to Ava Mae Allen. 33 seconds. Bench emptying for Central Magnet as well. Their season's going to come to an end tonight. And really no favors were done to Murfreesboro Central Magnet when they got put into this region with these 7 AAA teams. We got a big score up there on the EJ's Barn scoreboard.
Quick scoreboard update. Thanks, John. 31-19 Franklin County over Cumberland County in the fourth quarter.
Everybody else from 7 AAA is rolling tonight. Cumberland County going to have to come back if they want to form a reset of the district tournament.
Franklin County does not want any of this district.
Ella Harrell with the rebound. 6 seconds to go. And for the 11th straight season, the Upperman Lady Bees advance on to the region semifinals. Final score tonight, Upperman 38, Murfreesboro Central Magnet 23. We welcome you in to the Legacy House postgame show, and Jeremy, 15-point victory for the Lady Bees really was never in doubt for them this evening.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and early, 7-6 at the end of the first quarter, although it was a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter, you still just didn't feel like that Central Magnet had the horses to hang with Upperman. I really liked how they played inside early in the game, but then when Harrell came in the game, neutralized any advantage they had in the post, and it just played out as we expected.
Scoring from the game for the Lady Bees is as follows as they improved to 25-7 on the season with the victory. It was 14 points tonight for Ella Harrell to lead the way, 11 for Sadie South, and then 4 apiece for Taylor Delenti, Gracie Butler, and Maggie Butler for a team total of 38, and that was 15 more than they needed this evening. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jeremy, who's it going to today?
Yeah, and I think it boils down to almost having a career night. But to me, any advantage that Central Magnet had early on was completely neutralized when Ella Harrell came into the game. 14 points, just the presence inside, and to me, she just kind of came in and just said, hey, I'm a senior. This could potentially be the last time I ever play on this court. Not tonight.
Ella Harrell is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as the Lady Bees move on. Livingston Academy has shut out Tullahoma in the fourth quarter, and their lead is up to 45-30. Ellie Butler with 24 points tonight. Sure looks, it's not a final yet, but sure looks like it's going to be round number 3 between Livingston Academy and Upperman in the region
split, didn't they,
semifinals.
in the regular season?
The last team not named White County to defeat Upperman, Livingston Academy. Upperman feels like they didn't play well in that game. They're going to have a chance to rectify it, but Leslie Riddle, Ellie Butler, and company will be there. That is at Cookeville High School at 6 o'clock, the first game of the night. And then it will be followed up by Franklin County if they hang on against Cumberland County and White County in the region semifinals on Monday night. That will be at Cookeville High School. We, of course, will be there for all the action throughout the evening. But it's the Lady Bees advancing on once again here tonight. We hope you'll join us tomorrow night from this gym as the Bees welcome in Lawrence County. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock. Final score tonight from Baxter, Upperman 38, Central Magnet 23. I'm Noah McKay for Jeremy Tollison to my right and Madison McKay on camera, and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.